want men next to me.
Yeah.
Men.
Yeah.
Not somebody with spread hand. You know, I cannot respect men who wait for handouts.
Well,
from women.
What is it when you get it? Is it not called a handout?
No.
Oh, I see.
How does it feel to be the same sex as Donald Trump?
Everybody likes The Notebook. Everybody likes Beyonce. It's just a fact.
Why do you make women sit around and talk about men in movies
When y'all easily just sit around and talk about boobs for hours?
Are you surprised when women are funny?
I'm probably funnier than you. Why do you say that women are too emotional to be leaders?
How does it feel to interrupt me when I'm in the middle of making a point during a meeting?
Why do you have to sit with your legs so wide open?
I get that you have balls, but I don't stand around with my arms wide open to make room for my boobs.
Why is it your first instinct to doubt women who have been sexually violated or raped?
Why do you assume a woman's angry because she's on her period?
Why isn't it weird that there's a bunch of old white men sitting in a room making legislation about what I can and can't do with my body?
Do you have a coochie?
Why are straight guys so obsessed with lesbians?
How does it feel to get kicked in the balls?
Why are you so afraid of gender equality?
Why do I deserve to be paid less than you?
In what world does 77 cents equal $1?
In what world does 68 cents equal $1?
How is that fair?
Why are you intimidated by a woman who makes more money than you? That's awesome! More money!
Why are opinionated women seen as bitches?
When opinionated men are seen as bosses.
Why aren't you speaking up when you hear your male friends behind closed doors make jokes that are offensive to women?
Why are you so afraid of recognizing your own privilege? Doesn't mean you're a bad person. Just recognize it and do something about it.
What is Oculus's approach to their clear gender gap and how you're gonna not port that into VR?
We are having a hard time hiring all the people that we want. It doesn't matter what they look like.
Yeah. So I guess we'll just jump around here. So we'll go over there.
But what's interesting about the question, what is Britishness, is precisely the fact that nobody seems to know. It's gold for a columnist. So I get asked this question quite a lot, and I bring up things like the taste of fish and chips on Brighton Beach, and Doctor Who, and drinking tea. That's what it is for me. If you ask somebody like my colleague Professor Starkey, it's playing xenophobia and racial prejudice for laughs. And if you ask people who organise conferences like this, it's sitting by politely whilst people play racial prejudice and xenophobia for laughs and pretending that this is an acceptable part of contemporary debate.
We're setting up a false dichotomy here between Britishness and Englishness. They're not
There's
at all.
There's an absolute dichotomy. The two are completely different. There is a historic English identity which goes way back before the concept of Britain. Also, this notion of England, or indeed Britain, as uniquely a nation of immigrants is preposterous. That every European country is a blend. Of course it is. There are two great differences.
I believe you have a house in America, Mr. Starkey.
I have a house in America.
I was wondering, where are you domiciled for tax purposes?
I am domiciled here, and I pay full taxes. And can I just say, as you have chosen to be personal and invidious, let me share a little story with you. One of the great things that is essential to Britishness is a sense of public duty, that you do things for nothing with organisations that can't pay. Ms. Penny, who has been advertising these great left-wing virtues, and I, were due to debate for a very impoverished little society called the Thomas Paine Society on the virtues of a republic on the one hand and a monarchy on the other. I was prepared to do it for free. She insisted on trying to charge such a large fee that the event had to be cancelled. Now, I think that is as mean, that is as mean and grasping as some runt comedian, and I will not be lectured to by a jumped-up public school girl like you. I came from the bottom, and I will not have it.
Excuse me. May I respond to that?
Right of reply. Go on.
I think I deserve a right of reply to that. I personally feel that asking to be paid...
Did you or did you not do what I've just said?
I was going to respond to that, but...
Why not do it straight away? Did you or did you not claim such a large fee that the event had to be cancelled?
No, I didn't, Mr.
Well,
Starkey.
then every member of the committee is lying, and you, clearly as usual, are telling the truth.
No, this is not what was said to me. I
have emails. That wonderful, wonderful method of tracking.
No, I don't think I'm going to respond to it. One of the reasons the event was cancelled partly because they couldn't find a speaker in time because they were trying to fly me out, and part of the reason that the cost for that on top of my being asked to be paid for 2 days' work because I actually don't earn very much.
Well, they had two pretty good speakers there already.
No, she backed out because she wasn't being paid.
Anyway,
I'm sorry, excuse me.
We're running over time, but I want to come back to
I
I
really don't appreciate being stood on stage to be personally attacked and having a finger jabbed in my face.
I want to come back to Englishness versus Britishness, but Vivian?
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear me, but I think the point about...
I think I'd like to say something about Britishness in terms of what's just gone on here, which I feel like we've been moving on very quickly from. But I attempted to make a point and had a person on this panel shouting and pointing in my face. And in fact, the point that Professor Starkey raised about my dropping out of a panel where we were due to speak together, my main reason for doing so is that I didn't want something like that to happen. I felt that I was being set up to be attacked, and part of the reason I decided to... This is a difficult thing to say, and it's easier to say to event organisers that you're going to charge a ridiculous sum of money and be asked, well, not necessarily ridiculous, but be asked to go.
Right.
On the other, excuse me, I haven't finished my point. I haven't finished my point. My point is that this is what debates like this come down to. There's a civil way of putting putting racial prejudice. There is also I'm sorry.
Okay, Laurie. I want a final word.
I wanted to say that there's a violence inherent in this discussion, and it comes out very, very easily.
You started it. That's the problem. You called him a racist.
He is a racist.
Yes.
He makes money.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much indeed. Okay, I think what we're going to do at this point is call a halt to proceedings. I'm sure the debate is going to go on. Thank you very much to our panel. If you could show your appreciation to our panel. Thank you very much. And the debate goes on.
But
I've heard a lot about you.
You have?
I've heard from Trey.
All fucking true.
Trey was shaking when you called and left a message on the voicemail, and she was like, "Oh, feel my heart."
I did. I said it's like Elvis Presley. Just kidding. No, yeah, it's true.
Well, and I think it's funny. Elvis Presley's birthday today, so no one even shaking.
My sister's birthday. It's not his birthday; it's when he died.
Yeah, exactly.
It's death day. Good material, especially the
I
analyst.
know. I know.
Thank you.
I do a lot of sex work. I would say work, but talk, but it's very ugly.
Okay.
It's very ugly. So you might laugh. You'd probably laugh, but honey, you wouldn't get any material. You wouldn't get any material out of me like you were getting out of them. So I said, look, I'm not with these clownish impersonations of women with no brains but lots of beauty. Oh, okay.
Well, the ones that are smart are
look
never
in my eyes when you're talking.
I know, exactly. I always do that.
I don't think so, Joe.
Yeah. Oh yes, I do. Stop the dumb and intimidation stuff. I was thinking. I'm allowed to think.
I think I look down. Don't go attacking me. I see where you're going with this. I see exactly where you're going with this. I don't think so, Joe. Don't start that shit with me. How I'm thinking, I look around. It's okay. You're allowed to. I don't have to lock onto you and make eye contact.
I wanted to hear the thing about
Don't
women.
tell me what to look at and how to behave. That's
Whatever you
silly.
want to do.
Exactly.
So here, excuse me. I'll talk to you this. I just wanted to get that key point. It's fine.
No, it's dumb.
If she talks enough shit to you, you will punch her, right?
I don't think so. No, shake on that, because I'm not going to punch him either.
But you know,
don't say you're gonna then. That's retarded. That's for idiots. That's dumb. No, you say no. I'm not on stage. Don't talk to me. You saying you're gonna burn me with your cigarette? You're not burning anybody. That's dopey talk. That's dopey dum-dum talk. You're not burning people. What are you, fucking tough? You're gonna burn people? You're an out-of-shape older woman. You're not burning anybody.
I'm sure younger women.
I'm in very good shape.
I bet you are. Just keep working on it.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
I know that.
No, fuck, this is dopey shit. I'm gonna burn you and then you touch my face.
No, I said I'm not gonna burn you.
This is dopey talk. It might work on other people who are impressed by you. No, not insecurity. I don't think you're cool. I was nothing but cool to you until you started trying to tell me what to do. Yeah, I'm screaming at you because you need to hear this shit. Because you're always dominant over people, aren't you? Yeah, you are. That's why you felt insecure around me. You tried to get me to do what you wanted me to do. Look me in the eyes, Joe. Don't look down the ground. Don't talk to those girls. I know people like you, and you're fucking pathetic. Save it. Dumb. It's all dumb. I'm not like you. You might have tricked them. You're not going to trick me.
Not tricking anybody.
Save it.